I like the sign here. The sign says sun's out, buns out. I prefer that over sun's out, guns out, because this looks like Columbia City of the 80s and 90s, and surrounded by the current times and money, quite frankly. Lots and lots of money. I got the brains, you got the looks. Let's make lots of money. Money. Good morning from the neighborhood of Columbia City in South Seattle, everyone. I'm at the corner of Martin Luther King Jr. Way and Alaska Street. Alaska Street actually turns into Columbian Way as you go up the hill. Anyway, I'm gonna give you a tour of this neighborhood, and I thought I would begin here because there's going to be a fantastic coffee shop that will be going inside this space soon, very soon, like maybe by this summer, hopefully by this summer. And that coffee shop will be called The Station. It's actually the same folks that own the Station coffee shop by the Beacon Hill Link Light Rail Station that will be opening up one here. And speaking of the Link Light Rail Station, we're just across the street from it. It's right there. And that little strip there of grass there, that's actually like that's public land, like a park strip. And I was talking to the owner about that strip, and he was telling me that they're going to clean that up and create a space for pop-ups and that sort of thing. So I'm really happy about this news. The owner of the Station coffee shop, they're really into community building, and they're community people, which is great. Anyway, walking eastbound to proper or Columbia City, downtown Columbia City proper. It's about 3 blocks from here, and once I get there, I am going to get a cup of coffee. See, my hand is without coffee right now, and it just doesn't feel right. Usually I begin my walks with a coffee, but we will get there soon. Let me go ahead and cross the street here. Ooh, it really is heating up this morning. All right, let's take a look at some apartments, shall we? Maybe we should just walk through one of these buildings here. This is a great big building, City Line, one of the bigger apartments here. At the end of this video, my hope is to show you the new post office in Columbia City. It's the new post office that is not a new post office, if that makes any sense. You see, years ago, a few or several years ago, the post office relocated to maybe a half-mile north of where it is right now, because the land that it sat on, the lot that it sat on, was purchased, and now there's a shiny new building that sits on that land. And one of the businesses that's inside that building is the post office. It just recently came back, so we're going to check that out. Before I show you that, there's at least 2 things I'm going to show you before I show you the post office. One of them being a luxury condo, luxury building consisting of, I want to say it's 8 condos. It's the most luxury condos in the area, you know, just to give you a sense of what this neighborhood's like. This neighborhood has gone through a lot. It wasn't a very desirable neighborhood a long time ago. When I say a long time ago, I'm talking about 20, 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I was in high school, and this was not what it is today. Today it's very gentrified, and I might add that it's actually it's a highly desirable neighborhood. A lot of people like this neighborhood now for various reasons. And as you may know, I don't get too deep into politics. See, I just got right into it, right? Like, I don't want to get into that. I want this to be a video or a channel this is a channel for everyone to smash that like button. All right, we're coming up on the funeral home, that's for sure. Left-hand side funeral home. And we're also coming up on the Rainier Valley Cultural Center and Columbia Park. And past that park straight ahead is the Columbia City Library. This might end up being a longer video, actually. Yeah, so this is the Rainier Art Center here. Check out the beautiful sign. There it is right there. Right on the corner of Alaska Street and 36th Avenue. Across the street is Rainier Playfield. And the post office is actually across the street and sort of in the middle of the next block there. And that's where we're going to end this tour. But let's go this way here and get some coffee first. And now as far as coffee goes, we have a few options. By the way, I've made a video here before, maybe at least two, maybe even three, a long time ago. It's been at least a year, I want to say. Maybe longer. And so here's another video for you. It's a different path I'm taking. I'm taking the path less taken. How does that sound? Look at all those new buildings there. You can see the sign there that says Emerald City Athletics. It's a new gym. It's nice. It's nice. Oh, I can smell the freshly cut grass right now. It smells good. There's benches all around here. You can sit or read a book, smoke some weed. There's another bench there too. Or just, I don't know, just sit, pick your nose, or smoke some weed. Now, throughout Columbia City, I would say throughout many neighborhoods in Seattle, there's a lot of the little libraries. Do you see one right there? There's one right there. Little library, you can get books from there. Oh, this feels good in the shade right now. Whew. Yeah, so there's a lot of coffee shops we can choose from. There's the Vietnamese coffee shop Hello Am, 2 blocks from here. We can get coffee from there. Let's just enjoy nature and its healing properties right now, shall we? Take a breather. And I'm also going to be more mindful about how I breathe on video and audio. Actually, audio. This is not sexy to be panting, you know. It's not, but sometimes I can't help it. All right, we're gonna cut through here. I'm gonna show you the PCC Community Market. Here, there it is right there. Sign. PCC Columbia City Market. Community Market. It's a co-op. And it's below the Angeline building. The once, oh, maybe still is controversial Angeline building. And why do I say controversial? Well, because when it came years ago. Good morning. How you doing today? Good, good. Good to see you again. Yeah, take care. Don't have any cash on me. I usually give her a few bucks, maybe $5 if I have it. I see her here with her husband sometimes. Angeline building, so controversial because a lot of local residents, or the Columbia City neighborhood as a whole, sort of felt like it didn't really blend in, you know. Columbia City is a historic landmark, and there are rules, like one of them being you cannot build something that doesn't fit in with the neighborhood. And so people sort of thought, this doesn't fit in. There's like, you know, like craftsman homes and old architecture and things like that that exists here. And you'll see more of that. You'll know more. I mean, you'll get what I'm saying once we get to Rainier Avenue, because there's a lot of history, and the architecture. Yeah, it looks like you went back in time about 100 years. Sort of like Ballard, the highly coveted Ballard neighborhood. Except the difference is, Ballard is not a it has a, I don't know if it has the same designation, you know. So I'm not gonna go there. I almost went there. I'm not gonna say what I don't know 100%, so I'm not gonna say that. But it's different. Ballard is superior. Let me know in the comments if you are a local, or even if you're not, and if you agree with that comment that Ballard is superior than Columbia City and really all other neighborhoods. All right, I'm just taking this longer route to get coffee because I just want to get some steps in this morning, and I'm really loving the sunshine. So we're going to show you the first coffee shop as a reminder, because again, you've already seen this in one of my past videos. There's the Island Soul van there. Island Soul is just right there. It's a great restaurant. You can cut through this alleyway here, and you go left. If you go left, actually it's a block next to this one. That's Island Soul. There's a tattoo parlor straight ahead. You'll see that once we get to Rainier Avenue. So we're coming up on Hello M is another Vietnamese coffee shop. We're coming up on Coffeeholic House. Highly popular coffee place. And they just expanded. They just opened a third location in Bellevue. And I saw it on social media. The lines were insane, like super long lines. And if you like sweet sugary coffee drinks, I'll go ahead and say that this place is hard to beat. I used to love, and periodically I'll still enjoy a sweet coffee drink, but not so much anymore. Every now and then I might have one. I'm more of an Americano guy right now. So we're gonna get that is an Americano. And it's not gonna be here, although their Americano is pretty good. We're gonna get it somewhere else, and I'm still processing right now which coffee shop I'll get it from. So let's keep walking together. All right, so here's an older building with a old school organization that houses an old school organization, Southeast Youth and Family Services, a social service agency. And now we're at Hudson and Rainier. This is Rainier here, looking to the south. If you go a couple blocks that way, it turns into Hillman City. And you have the Royal Room Lounge there. and to the Bella Columbia City Theater. And as you can see, it feels like we went back in time, right? Many decades, if not a century. There's a sign there advertising Columbia City Farmers Market. And the walk here didn't take long. It took, I mean, it's been 14 minutes, but it took about 10 minutes, maybe less, from the light rail to that park where really that's Columbia City, where it begins. And you can see straight ahead, maybe you can, that there's a lot of people waiting for Geraldine's Counter. Geraldine's Counter, right there, is a highly popular breakfast place here. I love that place. Their French toast and bacon, amazing. And there's sad news that's related to that place, and that is that the owner, one of the partners just recently passed. So that's really sad news for sure. And that's what it looks like. People are waiting. And I could get coffee. Let's see, I could go straight through the alley there, get coffee at Empire Records coffee shop, and Empire Coffee and Roastery and Record Shop. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get it at Olympia Coffee. Oh, actually, if this place is open, Columbia City Bakery here, if it's open, I'll just get it here. Because actually, ooh, looks like they are open. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that will work out just fine. I could just get it at the counter as well. Yeah. Yeah, maybe this will be it. All right, I'm going to order some coffee. They have great bakery here. But I'm going to order coffee and we'll continue with this journey. Originally, I was actually going to get it from Olympia Coffee right there. Ooh, there's a good amount of people out today. That's great. I like the sign here. The sign says "Sun's out, buns out." I prefer that over "Sun's out, guns out" because there's been a lot of shootings lately. There's been a lot of those. So get some coffee real quick. 12-ounce Americano, $4.13 with a $1 tip, makes it a $5.13 drink. Pretty good coffee. So I try to keep track of coffee prices as I visit them, and I'll be mindful about mentioning prices just to keep track. It's not to criticize coffee shops or anything like that. It's more to sort of, how do I say, mark the times, if you will. Mark the times, right? So on this date, at this date, on this date and at this time, that's what it costs in South Seattle, in particular, Columbia City Bakery. Anyway, talked to the barista, and they were saying that they are going to reopen the store to where you can go inside, like 4 years ago, pre-COVID. To pre-COVID times. It's gonna be nice because I like going there for pastries and that sort of thing. Anyway, let's continue on with our tour of Columbia City. Feels good to have a coffee in my left hand. Feels very natural. Hundreds of videos later. It's like muscle memory. All right, we're gonna cross the street here and go to the east side of Rainier Avenue. Oh, this side is so much shadier. I mean, in a good way. Yeah, as you can see these buildings, you know, there's good reason to protect them. They look nice and they serve a purpose. They're mostly occupied right now. I mean, I'm sure there's vacancies and stuff, but people care about them and want to preserve, and what's wrong with that, right? Columbia Coffee, or they should call it Columbia Coffee, Olympia Coffee. It looks fully housed, and that's mainly due to the fact that there's a lot of buildings here, condos and apartments. The Angeline right there being one of them. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna walk by the other coffee shop, and then from there I'm gonna take you down to where the post office, the gym, and the luxury condos are located. I'm also gonna show you this here. This is a place that you can actually rent. I think you can still rent it. That was the case years ago. Shirley Marvin Apartments. Look them up online. If you want to visit Columbus City and stay the night here, this is one of the places that you can rent, and these are furnished, fully furnished apartments. There's not a lot of rentals, short-term rentals here. Not a lot of apartments that offer short-term rental. I mean, there's like Airbnb and that sort of thing, but not a lot of hotels, motels around here. And this is Windermere Real Estate office here. All right. And this is where Empire Roasters and Records is located here. You can get coffee, waffles, records, and they're open daily from 6:30 to 5 p.m. 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And there it is. I'm not gonna go inside. This is an outside tour. I've gone inside. Check out one of my videos. Go ahead and browse the catalog if you want to see what the inside looks like. I'm gonna switch hands. Why? Because this coffee is hot. H-O-T. Oh, it's hot. The weather's hot because I'm a Seattleite. I'm a wimp. Seattleites are wimps though, you guys. Once it hits like 68, no, let's be fair, 75, complaints. Too hot. Too hot. Too hot. 75 is like 90-degree weather to Seattleites. That's just because we're not used to it, you know. But man, it has been a nice spring. We're still it's just May still, and it feels like July. Like a week ago it hit like 80 some degrees. Whew. There's another library there straight ahead across the street, a mini library. Good looking dogs. And here you have construction, development, and more development. This is this Columbus City Church of Hope here that they're building next to. I think the church was sold to a developer or developers, and there's a whole lot of building going on here. A whole lot of building. Oh, I'm gonna switch hands once more. That should be the end of that. Whew. This is a sleeve, but it's still hot, which I appreciate. I do like hot coffee. It's just sometimes it gets hot in my hand, that's all. Yeah, here's a church. Wow, man, looks so different. I did portrait shoots here. Yeah, because it had sort of a Spanish, like a Spanish vibe to it, I'm gonna say. Like the outside part, like there was like a walkway with balcony, and I don't know, I think there was a mural or something. It was kind of nice. Ooh, oh, it's a squirrel. Oh my God, I thought it was a dog or something. That squirrel scared the crap out of me, jumping out of nowhere. Oh my God. One thing about me, I startle very easy. All right, I'm gonna cross the road because I want to show you those luxury condos that are next to this lot here. And most likely these two will be luxury condos. And this is what it looked like, or it looks like on this side. But you know, when I look at this looks like Columbia City of the 80s and 90s, and surrounded by the current times and money, quite frankly. Lots and lots of money. How's that song go? It talks about money. Well, there's the Dire Straits song, but I'm not thinking about that song. I was thinking about Pet Shop Boys. I got the brains, you got the looks. Let's make lots of money. Money. I got the brains, you got the looks. Let's make lots of money. This is the luxury condos I was telling you about. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 units. Approximately half of them have been sold. I toured these units, like 2 or 3 of them recently, and they are nice. Built green, amazing walk score of over 90, because as you can see, and as you have seen, close to a lot of amenities, restaurants, shops, parks, the library, and now the post office is just across the street in that building there. And also, but wait, there's more. Lake Washington is a short walk from here in that direction. And come August, you guys, early August, the first week of August, this neighborhood can turn into a party zone, because Seafair, and in particular the hydro races, take place here. But that's a nice building though. Prices range from 800, the upper 800s, to a little over $1 million, 1.1, something like that, for the premium units there. So let me know if you want to see the inside of those buildings or those condos. I can perhaps give you a tour. I can even give you a private tour if you'd like to purchase one. How's that sound? There's a rec center, and Lake Washington is just like maybe like a half a mile that way. And this way here you have the shiny newer building that houses the post office up above our apartments, of course. That's just how it is. Oh, the post office just opened. Look at that. Post office in Columbia City is open for business. Wow. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Good.
I'm happy to know that you're open again. I remember you from the old location.
Oh, you doing?
Yeah.
I've been here since May 1st.
May 1st? How's it been?
Good.
Busy, huh?
No, not like over
No?
there.
Oh.
It's like coming from New York City to the country.
Hey, you look happier. All right. Yeah, the other location, it was just over there by like a half a mile. It was okay. It was a busy area. And here's the gym here, Emerald City Athletics. It's a nice gym. It is. And you can park inside here. Live upstairs, park inside, do your mail, Columbia City, you guys, is, to me, it's all subjective, is a nice neighborhood, okay? Just to put it plainly, it's a nice neighborhood. It's for some and not for others. Certainly if you're low income, unfortunately, it's gotten really expensive here, as it has everywhere, right? Rent has gotten out of control. Mortgage, trying to buy a house here, $700,000 will get you very little. Let's just put it that way. You might get you can get a 2-bedroom condo for 6 something, 700, but 3-bedroom or more, and that's not a new condo either. Maybe like a resale or something. You might get a 3-bedroom, not the nicest one for the 7 or 7 something mark. But it's nice because it's a self-sustaining neighborhood, which makes sense because after all, it used to be its own city, hence the name Columbia City. Anyway, I'm back to Rainier Avenue, where it crosses Alaska Street, and it is here that I will end this video and let you know that I appreciate you watching this video and walking with me. Questions, concerns, comments, hit me up on email or my IG. IG is Lao Ocean, Lao.Ocean. And Gmail is, my email is Dr. Wtpho @gmail.com from Columbia City in South Seattle. It's been my pleasure being your virtual tour guide. Take care and I'll see you next time. Peace!